Welcome to Monday Night Raw. Kicking off the show, we have your one and only Ricochet, who last week defeated Samoa Joe, and tonight we'll see Samoa Joe in action as well. Kicking off the show, Ricochet is in action up against Montez Ford, one half of the Street Profits. This is a match to determine, or two matches to determine if these two are worthy of a WWE title shot. If both of these can pick up victories, then maybe we'll see a triple threat match at Extreme Rules. But if one of them loses, maybe they'll fall out of line. Or maybe if they both win, next week we'll see Ricochet versus Samoa Joe to determine who takes on AJ at Extreme Rules. Let's get Montez Ford out here and get this match underway. And here is Montez Ford. Now, the Street Profits have never been successful in a tag team department recently. So Montez Ford given an opportunity tonight to take on Ricochet in one in action, as you can see, is with Angelo Dawkins here tonight, and obviously he's going to take the opportunity. This is an opportunity for him to prove what he can do in the ring. We all know he's great in the ring, but to take on a potential WWE WWE title number one contender, that's a big shot that anyone wouldn't turn down. So let's get into this match, which should be absolutely incredible. Incredible having Ricochet here tonight. Clearly he's won last week. That's done a lot for his stock here. Montez Ford, as you can see, the size advantage over Ricochet. These two are both athletic superstars. As you can see, both are going counter for counter in the go by Montez Ford. Clearly taking this opportunity it's been given seriously. Ricochet on wrench out of it, kick to the chest, and now a shooting star press from a standing position. And that is what Ricochet can do. Obviously last week on Raw, as I mentioned a couple of times now, he beat Samoa Joe. And the way he did it, as we see an inverted Hurricane Rana. Is Samoa Joe locked in a coquina, but Ricochet uses agility to reverse it into pinning combinations. We see one here. Montez Ford out of one count. Reversed it into a pin, and Samoa Joe couldn't get the shoulders up in time, and Ricochet picked up the victory. And Samoa Joe wasn't too happy about that, as you see a flatliner from Ricochet into another pinfall, and another one count on Montez Ford. Samoa Joe wasn't too happy, exchanging words with AJ Styles, who was ringside after the show went off the air. And AJ straight just told him, "You lost." Which is true, that is the facts. Ricochet with a shotgun dropkick in the corner, now going to the top rope. Ricochet now looking to fly, looking for a shooting star press, connects into a pinfall. 1, 2. I think Montez Ford might got the shot up slightly there, I'm not too sure. Or maybe Ricochet doesn't want to end it like that. Montez Ford now with a forearm. Now Ricochet on the ropes. Montez Ford looking shot for his agility, a leapfrog. Another leapfrog. Backwards elbow to the face of Ricochet. This match has not been as high flying as I expected it to be early on, but once it's full DDT, I'm guessing we'll see that later on in the match. Or maybe we'll see it right now. Montez Ford now has control. Montez Ford looking for a back suplex right across the neck. And Montez Ford now to the top. Montez Ford looking for a splash. Ricochet got the knees up. Ricochet now off the ropes, hit with a huge frying pan chop. And now Montez Ford super kick misses. Ricochet looking for the spinning back elbow. Can't connect. Super kick. Straight down Ricochet. Now kick to the back. Now Montez Ford again with the super kick. Montez Ford firing himself up here. Looking to Irish whip Ricochet into the corner. Spinning Stinger splash. Montez Ford. This is the personality the WWE fans love. And Montez Ford. Montez, a back elbow. Combination strikes now, a huge punch. Now Montez Ford going to the top. The pin. Ricochet. Brilliant. But Ricochet out at 2 3/4. Montez thought that was over there. Ricochet, kick. Ricochet, sent on. Ricochet trying to get back in control of this match. So now he delivers a springboard Phoenix splash. Now again looking for a flip senton there. Ricochet turning up the speed now. Ricochet looking for a Phoenix splash from the top rope. Ricochet now fired up here. Yeah, it's the spinning forearm he's been looking for. Montez Ford could be out. Ricochet over something planned here. Oh, you're about to see Ricochet fly. Ricochet clothesline. Sends Montez Ford over the top. Ricochet now lining it up. Ricochet off the ropes. Suicide dive to Montez Ford. Crowd chanting this is awesome because it is awesome. Now Ricochet back into the ring. Calls Montez to his feet. Ricochet looking for a springboard clothesline, connects. Ricochet now hoists up. And now plants Montez Ford middle of the ring. 1, 2. 2 count and Montez Ford is out. Ricochet now and for another inverted Hurricane Rana. Ricochet now thinking springboard. Montez Ford out of there. Montez Ford, but Ricochet managed to duck there. Not sure how much Ricochet really knew about what he was doing there. Might have just been instinct alone that Ricochet ducked down. This is not where Ricochet wants to be. Ricochet. Recoil. Into the pin. 1, 2. Montez Ford kicks out. I think Ricochet is looking to end it though. Montez Ford, don't think he's got much left to that kick out. That might have been all he had left. 6:30 sent on. Into the pin. 1, 2, 3. And Ricochet defeats Montez Ford in the opening match on Monday Night Raw. Combination here from Montez Ford. Montez Ford put up a fight. That incredible frog splash he does. Ricochet in the end is just in too good a form to lose here tonight. A backflip out of a back suplex attempt from Montez Ford into the recoil. Montez Ford kicked out. He hit the 6:30. That was enough to keep Montez Ford down. And Ricochet picks up a victory here tonight in our opening match. It's got on with the rest of the show. Earlier tonight we saw Ricochet defeat Montez Ford in one-on-one action. We also saw New Day take on Lindsay Dorado and Grand Metalik Lucha Spot and picked up a victory there. RK Bro also took on Breezango and picked up a victory. And our next match is Jinder Mahal taking on Bobby Lashley, so let's get into that one and see if Bobby Lashley can continue rising up the card here on Monday Night Raw. One after those two tag matches aside, so Scott is out here, scheduled for one-on-one action for a warm-up match before he defends his IC title action rules up against Sheamus in 2 weeks' time. And aside for Scott, he picked up a good victory for Sheamus. He took everything that Sheamus threw at him and kept going. That was their main point. Sheamus couldn't keep him down, and that's what got in the head of Sheamus in the end. And aside for Scott managed to pick up the victory, planted him in the middle of the ring. 1, 2, 3, and became Intercontinental Champion. And guess, speaking of Sheamus is not who Scott is taking on in ring action here. Sheamus launches Scott into the corner, drops an elbow to the back of the head. Sheamus now This is not a one-on-one match. A referee's out here because of the match that was meant to be taking place over Isaiah Scott with his warm-up match. Sheamus is not that. Sheamus is out here on his own accord, for his own agenda, which is to take out Isaiah Scott, it seems. Scott now launched into the ring steps and now into the announce table. Sheamus now taking the lid off the announce table. What is Sheamus thinking? Sheamus, you don't have to do this. Irish Kiss backbreaker into a bro kick. Sheamus, you don't have to do it. You got your match at Extreme Rules. You got your rematch against Scott at Extreme Rules. You really don't have to do this. Scott plays on top of the announce table. Sheamus, don't do this, Sheamus. Sheamus hoists him up, drives him through the announce table. I hope you're happy with yourself, Sheamus. It's gone with the rest of the show. Jinder Mahal already at the almighty Bobby Lashley makes his way to the ring. Now, last week on Raw, he dominated Drew Gulak in a one-on-one match, and tonight he's got a stronger opponent in Jinder Mahal, former WWE champion Jinder Mahal, and the Almighty is looking to rise up the match card on Monday Night Raw, make his way into a main event position, maybe take on AJ Styles for the WWE title somewhere down the line, or whoever's WWE champion after Extreme Rules, or maybe he's going to go after the Intercontinental Champion Isaiah Scott. But let's get into this one and see if Bobby Lashley can pick up a victory with Jinder Mahal. Jinder and Lashley both strong opponents there, both physical superstars who usually dominate their number one-on-one matches. But tonight they might be evenly matched. Question is, can the Almighty prove that he is the Almighty? He goes by the nickname, but he needs to earn everyone else calling him that. He can call himself the Almighty all he wants, but if he doesn't dominate her on Raw, then there's no truth behind it. There's a brilliant military press slam there into a ground and pound to Jinder Mahal. And we did just see a vicious attack from Sheamus on his eyes, so Scott putting him through the announce table as Bobby Lashley, with a shoulder to the gut of Mahal, and that will wind you. That will put you unable to do most of your maneuvers, and that also will, and that's just a huge boot. That's just Bobby Lashley putting all his weight behind that boot of his into your face. As Lashley now looking for another military press slam into a power slam. That's just impressive strength. Lashley now, Mahal gets out of the way looking for kicks to the thighs. He gets free in. Now Mahal with a huge boot taking down Lashley. And the modern day Matt Hart Archer demanding a respect from the crowd. I don't think he's going to get it here. So there was a clothesline. Another clothesline building up some steam here. But Lashley with a huge clothesline of his own, keeping Mahal down for the most part, and another huge boot right across the face of Jinder Mahal. Mahal now reverses into a bulldog. That was a brilliant reversal by Jinder. Speed that he pulled that off. But now just the huge elbows of Lashley into the jaw, and again he catches Lashley with that reversal. Mahal's clearly done his training for this match. Mahal neckbreaker. Now looking for a knee drop across the face, and again delivers another knee. For a third time delivers a knee right to the nose of Bobby Lashley. Now stomps him in the chest. That's another kick to the chest, connects with it. And Mahal now Running in, looking for a shoulder. Lashley out of the way. Lashley, another huge clothesline. And Lashley now, Lashley's angry. Putting those knees to the face. I'm just pissed off the Almighty. That is not something you want to do when you're in the ring with him, or when you're not in the ring with him. Mahal now versus Lashley. Mahal. Just a disrespect shown by Lashley there, slapping Mahal. And what are we about to see? What in the world is Lashley thinking? Bobby Lashley with a clothesline over the top. Now jumping. I cannot believe what I've just seen. A man the size of Bobby Lashley jumping over the top rope with ease. Lashley now throws Mahal into the ring. I think Lashley might be thinking about ending it. Lashley with that huge clothesline again. Lashley now hoists up Mahal. Lashley. This is just impressive. Lashley now powerbomb into the pin. 1, 2, Mahal out. Lashley now, what is Lashley thinking? Is Lashley thinking spear? No, he is not. Lashley changed his mind last minute there. Lashley now. Flatliner. Oh no, Lashley's thinking about ending this one. Dominator, middle of the ring. This one's over. Lashley locking in the hurt lock. This has got to be it. Mahal might have more strength to hold off than Drew Gulak did, but in the end the result's going to be the same. Mahal has a tap and the Almighty picks up another victory here on Monday Night Raw. That was an impressive showing by both men, you got to say. We got dive at the top from Lashley. That was just a different level of impressiveness, and this spinning him around into a sit-out powerbomb, and Mahal somehow gets a shoulder up there. And the Dominator, that could have been it there, but Lashley wanted to make a statement. Locks in a hurt lock. As you can see, that's the moment where it's ending. When Lashley's able to do that too, that's when it's over. And Mahal has no choice but to tap. And the Almighty is has picked up 2 victories on Raw. Let's continue with the show. As I just mentioned, our next scheduled match after the last one is Rhea Ripley in action. Now Rhea picked up a victory last week on Raw, which makes her the #1 contender for Charlotte's Women's Championship. And she will take on Charlotte at Extreme Rules. It's been confirmed. And Rhea is coming out here for a warm-up match. Now I believe Rhea has what it takes to defeat Charlotte. Charlotte does have all the experience, that is one thing. But at the end of the day, Rhea is different to many other women in this industry. Rhea now, I'm not sure who she's going to be taking on. It's going to be a tough opponent, you got to say, because she needs a tough opponent before taking on Charlotte in 2 weeks. Let's get her opponent now and see what's going to happen. In fact, what is Charlotte doing here? Charlotte is waiting for Rhea to get into the ring, I think. Charlotte is launching Rhea off the apron, and Rhea landed hard on the outside. We might have injured her arm there on that fall. Charlotte now looking to continue the beat down on the outside, it seems. And I think Rhea's okay. Rhea landed, like I said, Rhea landed hard and I slammed into the ring post. What's Charlotte doing? Charlotte grabbing a kendo stick. Charlotte does a kendo stick to the back. Now just more kendo sticks, and that's just strutting. The cockiness this woman shows is incredible. Well, she is the women's champion. So Rhea now, leg snapped. Charlotte clearly getting her damage in before their match in 2 weeks, but this is not necessary. Charlotte slamming that kendo stick across the temple. Charlotte just snapped the kendo stick across the body of Rhea Ripley. Do you know how much force it takes? But Charlotte is not done. How many kendo sticks are under there? Charlotte walking back over. And again, it's raining kendo stick strikes. Down on Rhea Ripley's midsection. Even if Rhea makes the touchdown rush, she's not going to be 100% after this. And now Charlotte is taunting in the face of Rhea while she's unable to get something in a chop across the face. And a natural selection to the outside. Well, looks like Rhea's not going to compete here tonight. Charlotte, I thought Charlotte was about to leave. Charlotte's not done. Charlotte, there's no need for this. Charlotte, there's no need. Now going after the legs of Rhea Ripley. Someone get security out here. Someone come down and stop this. Charlotte, please. Charlotte, please stop. There's no need for this. Charlotte. Again. Right across the face, and I didn't miss. Misses. Rhea Ripley. Ducks. Rhea now. Somehow fighting back here. And a drop kick. Stopping the kendo stick from rolling away, and again going after the legs of Rhea Ripley. It's the disrespect shown here by Charlotte Flair towards Rhea Ripley, the #1 contender. As that Charlotte's finally leaving. Let's get EMTs down there to check on Rhea Ripley. And we cut backstage here, and as you can see, Ray is talking to his son Dominic. I think Ray's trying to stop Dominic from doing what Dominic plans to do. Dominic tweeted out before Monday Night Raw that he wants Loomis in a match, and Dominic looks like he's ignoring the warnings of his father. Dominic now maybe listen to Ray. I think Ray's telling him, you're not ready for this, Dominic. Dexter Loomis has got a better review 2 weeks in a row, which is true. Loomis has attacked Dominic, and I think Dominic's listened. I think these two are going to leave. That's good for Dominic, that he's listened to Ray. I think Dominic's telling Ray to get into the car and drive away, but Ray is not doing so. Ray's walking away from the car and saying, I think he's saying that Dominic should get in. And Ray's going to walk over to the other seat. You can see a referee there. He's keeping an eye on these two. Well, it looks like Dominic and Ray are going to leave. And I guess Dominic's safe for this week, as we're not seeing Dexter Loomis. Let's continue with the show, which we'll see Shotzi taking on Tamina in our next match. Here we go, as I just mentioned, after we saw Ray and Dominic get ready to leave the building. Ray's stopping Dominic from getting to the ring, calling out Dexter Loomis. Shotzi's in action here tonight, taking on Tamina before our main event, which Samoa Joe's in action. We don't know who Samoa Joe's facing yet, but I guarantee it's going to be a good match. Let's get Tamina right here and get this match underway and see Shotzi can build momentum on Monday Night Raw, or Tamina will rise back up the ranks. And here comes Tamina. And Shotzi looks ready for this match, and so does Tamina. Obviously Tamina will have the size and power advantage over Shotzi, and the experience advantage. Let's get this match underway and see who's going to pick up the victory on Monday Night Raw. The crowd behind Shotzi here tonight, so maybe that will help Shotzi. That's Tamina. Tamina runs in and Shotzi uses her own momentum against her. That is smart by Shotzi there. Whereas she doesn't have the size advantage, she's got a... And there you can see the strength of Tamina coming into play. Shotzi looked for a back suplex, but couldn't pull it off, because Tamina just shut her down. And Tamina shot on clothesline. As I mentioned there, Shotzi used her momentum against her. It looks like Shotzi somehow managed to pull away there, and that was a nice knee, looking for a spinning back elbow, but again the power advantage is in the hands. Tamina looks for a leg drop. Now looking for an elbow drop, but cannot get it. in, and what a knee that was. That was a nice knee from Shotzi. Shotzi now looking for DDT. Cheers to Jake the Snitch Roberts there. Tamina getting up low. Not enough to keep Tamina down. And now here's the spinning forearm, but not enough to take her down though. And now a splash in the corner. And now drop kick to the back, takes out the referee. Inadvertently Shotzi takes out the referee with Tamina. Now an atomic drop. Looking for a leg drop. Shades of Jeff Hardy maybe there. Now Shotzi getting the crowd hyped up. As you saw in the last segment there, the last moment. I saw Rhea and Dominic talking, and as you saw EMTs were there. Rhea has been taken to hospital to check the injuries of the kendo stick attack to the legs and to the midsection. And she might have broken her nose after the natural selection onto the floor. We'll have an update next week on Rhea Ripley's health and whether she can make it to Extreme Rules. But if not, we're going to have to find another opponent for Charlotte at Extreme Rules next week. As Shotzi dominates there. Shotzi now looking for a suplex. The referee moved there, we could see as Tamina's reversed it, and now German suplex. Not the best positioning for the referee to get the footage of the match and see what's going on so we can call it. But Shotzi again using the speed advantage. Now looking for the back suplex, and she pulls it off. Now Shotzi with a ground and pound to Tamina. An elbow drop. Tamina now. Super kick. No, Rhea pulls up short. Not Rhea, sorry. I'm still thinking about that attack. Now a takedown by Tamina. And now Tamina with a huge chop. Now Tamina thinking about the splash. Is Tamina gonna connect with it? Tamina misses. And Shotzi's super kick, but Tamina doesn't go down, sorry. I keep thinking about Rhea. I hope Rhea is fully able to recover. As our Shotzi takes down Tamina. Shotzi now looking to put Tamina in position. We all know what Shotzi's looking for here. Shotzi now with a senton into the pinfall. Is that going to be it? 1, 2, 3. Shotzi with an emphatic victory over Tamina here. So Tamina was holding the back of her head there, so maybe on that drop before she might have this move here. Tamina was holding her head before the drop, so maybe it took a bit more. She might have got injured from it. We hope not. Obviously, we hope Tamina's fully able to recover, but she didn't have enough to kick out after the senton. And Shotzi picked up a victory on Monday Night Raw. It's a great way to introduce herself to the fans, and let's get on to our main event with Samoa Joe's in action. Well, it's a fairly shorter match than I expected it to be between Shotzi and Tamina. We now have Samoa Joe in action. Ricochet picked up a victory in the opening match at the night over Montez Ford. And now Samoa Joe's in action, looking to get a victory himself to prove why he should be the #1 contender. AJ Styles, after he did make Chris Jericho submit before Backlash pay-per-view, but he then got pinned by Ricochet last week. So Joe's looking to get a victory here tonight and prove to the general manager and everyone here tonight that he is the rightful contender for that title. Let's get his opponent out here and get this match underway. I wonder who Joe's going to be taking on, and if this is who I think it is, this is going to be a great match. It is. It's Elijah Dragunov. What an acquisition for Monday Night Raw this is. If you've seen what this man can do down on NXT UK, you know this is going to be a great match. This man does not give up until he's forced to give up. He's put on great matches against Walter over the years for the NXT UK title. Not one match I can remember seeing it, and Dragunov just got chopped and chopped and chopped and powerbombed and powerbombed and beaten and beaten but he kept getting back up. He kept fighting until Walter put him down. Let's get this one underway and see if he can pick up a short victory on his debut on Monday Night Raw, or whether Samoa Joe is going to prove why he is the number one contender. Both men ready as the referee rings the bell here, and Dragunov running in, but power slam by Samoa Joe. That was smart by Joe there. Joe obviously has the power and size advantage. This is very much a mismatch as Walter versus Dragunov was. But as I saw in that match, Dragunov will not give up until you make him. Until you put him down, until he can't get back up. And Dragunov now with a huge knee takes down Joe. Dragunov now looking for an elbow across the face. Now Dragunov is looking to make a statement here. If he pins Samoa Joe, and wonder what that would do to the confidence of Joe. If he picks up 2 losses in a row after making Chris Jericho submit. We have not seen Chris Jericho since the match between AJ and him at Backlash pay-per-view. I'm guessing we'll see more of him in the coming weeks, as he is signed here on Monday Night Raw. As Elijah Dragunov now a dropkick to the back. Samoa Joe. Elijah looked for a dropkick where he pulled up short there. A bit of ring rust on the part of Elijah Dragunov, as he not been in action probably for a while. As in now in his debut match, and what a match this is between Joe and Dragunov. Like I was saying though, wonder what it will do to the stock of Elijah Dragunov if he beats Samoa Joe here. If he beats the man that made the challenger at the time for the WWE title tap out, and that surely puts him second or third in line as classic Samoa Joe there into the pinfall now. Maybe does not think much of Elijah Dragunov here, thinking Inzaguri is going to get it done. 1 count there from Elijah Dragunov. Wonder where that will put Elijah Dragunov though. Think about it. What did he get as a powerful German suplex there? Launched him into the bottom turnbuckle. And now Joe. What's Joe looking for? Kick to the midsection, and now just a huge kick right across the face. As I mentioned, Elijah Dragunov does not sit down unless you make him. Joe getting straight back up into this huge. He's not enough to take down like a smaller man than Joe. A well placed knee strike there doesn't do much to Joe. And now a wrestling takedown from Dragunov. Now Dragunov to the wrestling takedown. What's he looking for? For a drop kick to the side of the head. And now a senton. Now another senton. Joe won't be having deja vu because he did his moves like that himself. And again that knee. And a huge chop takes down Joe there. And Dragunov now with a huge chop. Toe straight to bring it, and Joe is firing back shots of his own. Dragunov dodges the jab, misses the chop. There's the jab this time, and then the takedown. But Dragunov out of the way. There's the speed advantage I was talking about. There's the knee again. Dragunov now to the top rope. And that's a long distance to cover. I don't think Dragunov's going to be able to make it. I think Dragunov has to wait for Samoa Joe to get up, and what do you think what he's going to pull off here? But Samoa Joe is not getting up, and that would just annoy Dragunov now. The fact Joe's getting up, the second he gets down, DDT to Samoa Joe. And now Dragunov, what's he thinking? Dragunov, Russian leg sweep. Now Dragunov thinking about going to the top rope. Now Dragunov flies in with a knee. That looked like it was to the knee or to the midsection. I'm not sure where that landed. If that was to the knee, that would be painful. If it was to the midsection, that would also be painful. Another takedown. Press of strength there by Dragunov. Dragunov calling Joe to his feet here. And now Joe with a reversal, and now Joe with another super kick. Samoa Joe now. A classic Samoa Joe combination strikes there. Now Joe's in control as he delivers an atomic drop. Big boot, and as I saw last week, is not finished. And into the centre and into the pin now. On Dragunov. 1, 2. But Dragunov is out. Joe now. Joe thinking muscle buster. Whatever Joe was thinking, Dragunov was not letting him put it off. And again back to the midsection. Dragunov now. A brilliant arm drag. Now another senton. Clearly he's planning to go out to the midsection. It's a smart plan by Dragunov. You see it all the time in boxing and MMA. If you go out to the midsection, you win your opponent, and that is impressive strength by Dragunov. The German suplex Samoa Joe like that. Now Dragunov, clothesline. Dragunov now. As you think about the torpedo Moscow, lines it up. If he hits this, it could be over. If he hits this, it could be all over Samoa Joe, but Samoa Joe out of the way. Samoa Joe, clothesline. Takes down Dragunov. Samoa Joe now another super kick. Joe with a knee drop across the face. A giant knee to Samoa Joe right across the face of Dragunov here, alternating which knee. And he's not stopping. Samoa Joe is not stopping. Knee after knee after knee, the 5th one in a row. Samoa Joe, 6. 7, the referee needs to step in here. And Dragunov could be out cold. 9. And now, looking for the 10th for Dragunov. Somehow, I don't know if to just get out of the way. I'm looking for chops and that punch. But again, that chop stopped. Joe looking to take down Dragunov. And again, a huge kick, and I think he's just busted open Dragunov. He has. Look at that cut. That is a huge cut on the side of the face, where the boot glanced across the face of Dragunov. Now Joe, this was some punches to that cut, and some chops afterwards. And now Joe dropping the knee across the face. Now a knee smash. Kick to the lower back. And Dragunov is not in a good way here. And Dragunov dropped on his face. That cut is getting worse and worse. Samoa Joe, just combination after combination. And Joe stopped there by Dragunov, and Dragunov flies in, but Joe able to get out of the way, and a chop to the lower back there, but Dragunov out of the way. Dragunov, what is he thinking? Wrestling takedown again. And Joe straight back up. And now a net breaker. I think it's not for that clothesline again. And again dropping knees across the face of Dragunov. You don't need to do this, Joe. Look at that cut. Samoa Joe now. German suplex. Underhook. German suplex. Well, underhook, back suplex, sorry. Into a straight jacket. Suplex. We're just standing over Dragunov here. Clearly thinks he's got him beat. Dragunov has got to be out of it here. Samoa Joe thinking muscle buster maybe. Samoa Joe actually thinking about something different here. Joe, Dragunov fighting. Dragunov fighting back, punches to the face. Another punch. Now pushing Joe off. Now Dragunov is groggy here. Dragunov trying to shake the cobwebs. But again, Joe, I think that cut is just making Dragunov just unable to fight as he wants to fight here. He slips behind. Dragunov was for a knee, but he pulled up short. Dragunov is not in a good way right now. Dragunov, smart move there, kick to the face. Now Dragunov runs in, torpedo Moscow connects. Is that going to be enough to put away Samoa Joe? 1, 2 1/3. Dragunov almost had Samoa Joe beat. Dragunov now firing himself up here. What's he thinking? Thinking suplex, but I'm guessing he's not going to do that, as Joe now, German suplex to Dragunov, and now Joe into the corner. Joe hoists up Dragunov. Joe looking for a muscle buster. This could be it. Muscle buster into the pin. 1, 2. But Dragunov somehow he was get the shoulder up. Joe was surprised there. I think Joe's going to end it. If he gets this, it's over. Joe punched to the back of the head, and now the Coquina clutch locked in to bloodied Elijah Dragunov. Beating Elijah Dragunov. Elijah Dragunov struggling here, but no choice but to tap. There's no shame in that, as you can see that huge cut on the side of the face there. Samoa Joe had to work for that victory. Elijah Dragunov made a name for himself here on Monday Night Raw, despite losing, you gotta say. The fight he's shown to get up after all the punishment Joe delivered, after all those knee drops, after the muscle buster here, but in the end the Coquina clutch was enough to get the job done, and Samoa Joe is victorious on the end of Monday Night Raw. We'll see you guys, we'll see you on SmackDown.